Aunt Veronica's face had gone from white to green. Uncle Randall was sweating despite the air conditioning. She wouldn't have, Veronica whispered. She was a businesswoman for 70 years, Morrison replied. She kept excellent records. And just like that, the fight went out of them. Not because they accepted the will's fairness, but because they'd been caught red-handed in schemes I was only beginning to understand. I walked out of that office in a daze, clutching documents that made me one of the wealthiest people in the state, carrying secrets that could destroy the family members who'd spent decades destroying my self-worth. The phone calls started before I made it to my car. Within an hour, my phone exploded with messages, text after text from people who hadn't spoken to me in months. Aunt Veronica. Quinn, honey, we need to talk. Family dinner tonight at my house. 7 p.m. sharp. Uncle Randall. Hey buddy, haven't heard from you in ages. Want to grab coffee tomorrow? My treat. Cousin Theo. Congrats on the inheritance, man. We should celebrate. Drinks on me. Ava. Quinn, I've been meaning to call for weeks. I miss talking to you. Even my parents, who lived across town and hadn't spoken to me in 3 months except to ask if I was still playing with computers, suddenly wanted to reconnect as a family. The dinner invitation from Aunt Veronica wasn't a request. It was a summons disguised as hospitality. I almost didn't go. Part of me wanted to disappear, to process this life-changing moment in private, to figure out what the hell I was supposed to do with $20 million in a construction company I knew nothing about running. But another part of me, the part that had been invisible for 28 years, wanted to see what desperation looked like on the faces of people who'd spent decades making me feel worthless. I arrived at Uncle Randall's house to find them all waiting, but something was fundamentally different. For the first time in my life, every face turned toward me when I walked through the door. Not toward someone behind me, not toward someone more important, toward me. Quinn! Veronica practically lunged at me with a hug, enveloping me in designer perfume and false enthusiasm. You look wonderful. How's business? I've been meaning to ask about your company for months. It was the first time she'd asked about my work in 15 years. The first time she'd used my name without sounding like it tasted bad in her mouth. We've all been talking, Uncle Randall said, guiding me to the head of the dining room table. A seat that had never been offered to me before, not even when I was the only family member who showed up for someone's birthday. The head of the table, where the most important person sat.